What's going on, y'all? It's another day on the Day One podcast. I'm your co-host, Anthony. I got my co-host, Kyle. Say what's up. What's happening, y'all? Let's get this shit going, baby.
What's going on, y'all? It's another day on the Day One podcast. I'm your co-host, Anthony. I got my co-host, Kyle. Say what's up.
What's happening?
We also got our special co-host, Smitty. Say what's up.
It's no longer special, man. You can stop calling me special, man. I'm not special. I'm just here with the guys, man. Shit, I'm part of the team. So I'm just trying to do what it takes for the team, make it as successful as possible. I mean, whatever I can do. Shit, it's not what you could do for me, what I could do for you. I mean, I'm no longer special. Shit, this like the 10th episode I've been on this, man. I'm no shit. Listen, the day one people are like, shit, we see this man every week. Why he keep saying he's special? Shit, I ain't special no more, man. I'm just here, man. I'm here to talk ball, man.
We're all just trying to win. We're just trying to talk.
We gonna
ball.
win. Shit, we ain't trying to win. We gonna win. Shit. Winning is inevitable, man. You put the work in, you gonna get the results. Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad. I'm quoting Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. God damn, I'm starting off the show like this. My bad. Appreciate y'all though.
Hey, we appreciate it. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe. We are 9 subs away from 500. What a week it's been. You guys have been killing the like button. Keep hitting that like button, the notification bell. Don't miss a video. Be on the live with us. It's the NFL season. Week 1 just got over. We're going to talk about, the matchups from last week. Get into some of this talk about some of the quarterbacks that found new places and have been cooking in week 1. And then we'll also discuss the upcoming games for week 2. So, yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, do all that fun stuff.
For sure. Nah, it was an interesting week 1 though, bro. I mean, I can't even lie. I was kind of entertained. I mean, somebody said it. I was sitting down watching the game. They was like, "This way more entertaining than week 1 of college." Can't lie, definitely was.
Yep,
I definitely was.
Yeah,
I think we learned a lot. We learned a lot in week 1. I think there was a lot of surprising performances in week 1, especially with the lack of preseason play over the last few years, especially this year. To see some guys play as well as they did in like some of their first snaps of the year, and guys that tend to play bad in week 1, continuing that to follow suit. It's crazy.
Joseph Burrow. Hello. Yeah. You don't want to put a name on that bullet. I'll sign it. 113 yards, 1 passing touchdown, but pulled off a very close win against the Browns.
It's just funny because the Bengals fans wanted to talk about Jalen Hurts' performance and his passing chart, but when you look at Joe Burrow,
this week? How did they sound this week? Oh, a win is a win, huh? Ah, interesting. He did enough to win the game. You starting to sound like a fan base I used to know, man.
Cognitive
like
restructuring.
We don't even do that no more because y'all don't want to hear us. Y'all want to listen, so we're just gonna let y'all have it at this point. The work is being put in every day, whether you see it or not. I see it because you see it behind me. You know what I mean? He be chilling with me every day. You know what I mean? Every time I'm sitting down in this chair, I got Jalen Hurts with me. You know what I mean? We have some good conversations too. You know what I mean? Not like that, but like me talking to the TV when he out there playing ball. You know what I mean? Those are the conversations you have. Like Kyle, he had a good conversation with Justin Fields this week because he didn't go out there and just shit the bed. He didn't like everything, but he didn't go out there and just shit the bed. He played pretty well. Your defense let that fucking old geezer come in that bit and dice. I thought y'all was gonna play better than that. I thought y'all was really gonna put a little bit better. But that cornerback too, whoo,
It's not good.
You and I are in the same boat.
It is not
Yeah,
good.
we in the same boat.
Yeah, yeah, it's not good, dude.
Jackson, I can't lie, was very horrid, very putrid. I was very disgusted with the performance that I seen on Thursday night. He got to get better, man. Listen, obviously, my DC say he playing week 2. He doubled down on it again today, so shit. We're gonna see if he get better. I mean, last year they want me to give grace, but listen, I don't think the man gonna get better. I'm gonna be honest. Let me tell you. Listen, I know people watching, but just keep it real. The man was cheeks. He got cooked on every time they threw the ball to him. He just gotta stop it. Okay? He has to stop. Please get him off the field. Anybody else? Listen. You know what? I'm gonna go see how my meniscus doing, and I'm gonna go try out because I can play better than Adoree Jackson.
I'll be right there with
At
you.
35 plus, I can play better than Adoree Jackson right now. I get out there and I'll give at least one game better than him. I ain't gonna give up 103. I'm probably gonna get ejected though, because the way I play is probably not legal. It's been a long time since I put pads and cleats on and went out there and had to play under the new rules. I've coached the new rules, but I don't think I can play like that. You know what I mean? And I don't even think I don't even think my knee gonna hold up long enough to play like that. I'm gonna get give you about 17 snaps. This knee gonna give out. It's gonna be gone. But Adoree Jackson played pretty bad. People want me. Matter of fact, the person that reposted it, Rational, he wants me to give it an opportunity to see the defense with Jalen Carter on the field. He wants me to be optimistic about Adoree Jackson and his ability to play football. But I am not optimistic, and I will not give him an opportunity. I will slander him till he is off the football team, or at least on the bench. I did it to 2 other players. Y'all remember me being very upset with Mr. James Bradbury.
I remember.
I was also very upset with a guy named Avonte Maddox. Those 2 guys.
Further, I was upset with Nicholas Morrow for the longest.
But he wasn't even gonna be listed, because the way I was mad at him, I might would have drove to Philly and drove him off the team. He was bad, bro. Bad.com. But obviously you got to give it time to grow. You got to give Jacory and Bennett an opportunity to learn the scheme. He kind of really just got here. We've seen how Vic Fangio works out when guys are just getting here. He likes to make sure you understand what's going on and be able to communicate it well. So you're on the field, you're not just giving up blunders. You know what I mean? So I think he will rock out with Adoree Jackson until Jacory and Bennett is ready to play. I think he will. He did it with Avonte Maddox with Cooper DeJean in the weight. You know what I mean? He waited until Coop was 100% knowledgeable of he was healthy. Think about it. He played the last preseason game. That was his first action. And then he had to wait 4 weeks to get the start, because Vic Fangio defense is as simple as people want to make it seem. It's a lot of communication. It's a lot of passing things off. It's a lot of teamwork when it comes to the back end. It's dependent on the front end, but it's a lot of teamwork on the back end. You know what I mean? So when you see guys not being put on the field, it's because he doesn't believe they understand the defense enough to be able to perform at a high level. And he had Adoree Jackson the whole offseason. So he does believe that Adoree Jackson understands the defense enough to go out there and be sufficient, even though he was very bad in game 1. At least I'll give him this. This is the one grace I'll give him. he won't play CD Lamb again for a few weeks. So he got a break, I guess. But next week he has another handful. After we play the Chiefs, which I don't sleep on the Chiefs because I was just telling somebody last night. I was sitting here and I was like, they were like, oh, they don't got receivers, they don't got this and that. And then my memory, even though I hate having PTSD, I had a moment of PTSD, Kyle. And I was just like, they beat me in a Super Bowl with McCole Hardman, Kadarius Toney, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Sky Moore. And they beat me in a Super Bowl with that. So saying they ain't got weapons is kind of out the window a little bit. They can win without weapons. I just want to see if he can hold up. They're going to attack him. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback. They're going to attack Adore. So be ready. I mean, all you can do is prepare yourself at this point. You see what happened last week with Dak Prescott, who to me is a somewhere top 15 quarterback, however you want to put him, wherever you want to put him. He attacked you. So shit, what do you think a top 5 quarterback gonna do? He gonna shoot his shot every time he get a chance. He gonna put you in bad position. Andy Reid are gonna draw up plays to get you in penalized situations. You're gonna have to be disciplined. You're gonna have to be better. You have to perform because it's no help that can help you off the line. Nobody can stop you if you're getting beat off the line, bro. If you getting, and then when you're not on the line, you getting beat on every underneath route they can run. Slants, drags, comebacks, everything is easy picking. So you're gonna have to get aggressive. I would rather you be up in his face and making a play than sitting back getting cooked. I don't know. It's gonna be a long road if he stay on that field though.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't pleased with what I saw. I will say, it just like every time you look up, Adoree Jackson was getting burnt. He was out of position, and I've gotten the same responses too. Oh well, it's just week 1. We got to give him some time. We got to wait and see. I'm not in the business of waiting and seeing. We just won the Super Bowl. We're trying to go back. I'm not trying to wait and see on nothing. I give him the opportunity this week against the Chiefs, sure. But if he can't cover Juju Smith-Schuster, I'm sorry. Get him off the field because he can't play. He can't cover. Can't be in position. Put Ja'Cory and Bennett in. But we'll see. I mean, Vic said he is the starter this week. Just wasn't promising with how he played last week. And if it was me, he would not be starting this week. But Vic's earned the benefit of the doubt to make the decisions he wants to make that are best for the team. So he's gotta wait and see.
I think y'all need to go get you a corner too.
Thank you.
I agree.
I appreciate it.
Y'all got to go get a corner. It's bad. Hang on.
How would you feel if we got Denzel Ward though?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He just made himself tradable.
They just restructured his contract. It would be.
But he signed that. And you know what that does, right? That takes the void year off. It takes the cap hit off. Makes it easier to trade. They converted his last year into a roster bonus. He no longer has a void year on that contract. Everything he has left is straight up money. Which makes it a lot easier to, acquire that asset. Might take a little expensive penny, but I think now somebody told me this, so I ain't gonna steal their take, but I do agree with the take. Do you believe? Obviously, have y'all seen what we put out about? I guess what leaked about what we offered for Micah.
Yeah, the 2 first, the 3 and the 5. I think if we're willing to pay that for a player like Micah, Denzel Ward would have to be in play.
Okay, but Kyle, listen to this. Give me your opinion. Do you think it's a smoke screen though? Like maybe how he put it out there for teams to know he's paying top dollar for top talent. Maybe he knew he wasn't getting Micah, right? He like, let teams know what I'm shopping with.
Nah, I don't think it's that deep. I just think it came out that the report was out there. I think it'll help regardless. Because teams will be willing to call up if he's willing to overpay for players. I just
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like he almost it's almost like unhowie like that trade offer was unhowie like, bro.
Yeah.
A first, a third,
Two
two
firsts,
firsts, a third, a fifth, and I heard Jordan Davis was also a part of that offer. That's almost unhowie like, but I feel like this is why I agree with bro when he told me. I'm like, it kind of makes sense. You put it out there that we buying at a high price right now. The Eagles are looking for top talent, and if you are selling, we are buying. If we want the talent, right? If it's something we want to acquire, we're willing to pay. And I think it opens that door though. Now when teams or you call a team, they're like, well, shit, how we shopping with? He was willing to pay 2 first. Maybe we can get a first. Even though we know it's going to be late in the draft, you know what I mean? We could acquire an asset with that first, or we can put it with our first and possibly move up. I don't know. But I think if the Browns get blowed out 2 more times, I can see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are always aggressive when a player like that's up there, and you guys aren't not willing to upgrade at positions. I mean, like you said, you were after Micah, so I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you guys can't be inept enough to not know you have a corner issue. I think that'll be addressed at some point here in the next few weeks. It just depends on what you guys decide to do. They might look at the Jacorian Bennett trade as, they already kind of solved it, but we'll see. Because they did just make that move.
I mean, we gotta see what he looks like too,
right?
Because if from what his limited snaps in preseason, like he was sticky in coverage. He played pretty decent. Yeah. He just needs to get some more run. But again, we're trying to repeat. I'm not trying to like wait and see if somebody's gonna pan out. So if the opportunity comes to get a guy like Denzel Ward, yeah, I'm gonna take it because I want to go repeat.
Yeah.
And that's really the glaring hole on that defense. I mean, we signed Zadarius Smith, sure up the edge rusher situation.
Dang, he was supposed to sign with us too earlier. He just put out I was just finna say something about it. He said he'll be ready to play this Sunday. Said he was close to signing with the Eagles before week 1, but he waited. But you know why he waited, right? Because Howie said, I'm not paying you no damn guaranteed contract.
Yep.
I'm not giving you that shit. Hell no, we ain't guaranteeing nothing.
Yep.
If you don't come in and perform, we ain't gonna be stuck with your money on the books like what's that old motherfucker we got from the Bears name? Robert Quinn. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
He robbed us.
Yeah.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
but yeah, I mean that's really the only glaring hole is that CB2 spot.
Really like what I see from everywhere else. But that
especially Jahad Campbell. I was above and beyond impressed with how he played on Thursday, as advertised, and then some.
What is he gonna do week 5 though?
What's that?
Week 5.
Yeah, I had this question all training camp. Like if he balls out, and he balled out week 1. So if this continues, can you take him off the field when Nakobe's healthy?
Your coach is, your defensive coordinator is stuck in his head, and he's stuck in his ways. You're an old man. He's kind of spoke on it already. I kind of feel like he kind of put it out there that he want to use Jahad in a multitude of ways, but right now he handicapped because he has to use him at linebacker. So I see him like his snaps at linebacker going down, but him being like a little bit of everywhere else though.
Yeah, like on the edge.
I can even see him probably running some 3 linebacker sets where you see all 3 of them boys out there, but 2 of them drop down and play edge rush,
Yeah.
leading the Kobe in the middle. Like, I can see a lot of different things he want to do. And he said he want to run it like he had with the 49ers with Alden Smith, Patrick Willis, and what's the other one? Bowman. He said he want a 3 linebacker run like that. And you remember how they used to rotate all types of ways. Sometimes you see 1 on the edge, 2 standing up, then you see 2, 3 standing up. Like, I can see it though. That's gonna be nasty, boy. Because if N'Kobe come back at the form he left at, my God.
Yeah. That's gonna be crazy to see. But again, I mean, it just goes back to Jihad Campbell. You can't take him off the field. I mean, he's played really good. I think he's going to continue playing really good. You can't take him off the field. He had the highest PFF grading.
Yeah, he played well. He played very, very well. No doubt about it. There's no denying how well he played. But Kyle, come on, man. Talk about these Jets, man. You seem disappointed over there.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, we did a lot of things I didn't expect us to do well, and we did a lot of things that I kind of expected to go bad. I like what I saw out of Justin Fields. I thought he played really well. I think he had probably a top 10 quarterback performance of the week for sure. His ability to run the ball, playing off the RPO, opening up holes for Breece Hall, just utilizing the RPO. His passing was on point. He threw the ball down the field a number of times. And he spread it around as good as he could. I thought Justin Fields was by far one of the best highlights of our team this week. I have a few pretty glaring concerns. Honestly, we talked about corner 2. Brandon Stevens should not be getting reps as a starter, and we paid him for 4 years, so he's going to play. So that's just going to have to be something that we live with. It's just, there's no escaping that, I don't think. And I also think we need help with depth at wide receiver. I like our tight end combo and Mason Taylor and Jeremy Ruckert. They played well this week. But more than half of our receiving numbers came from just Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. I didn't really like what I saw out of Josh Reynolds. He only had 2 catches for 18 yards, 3 targets. He wasn't particularly open at all. Tough matchup. He was probably going against Darius Slay most of the game. But still, at wide receiver 2, I'd at least like a little bit more of a try to get him involved. And then Tyler Johnson, he got some run for us. He was fine, but relying on Tyler Johnson to become your 2 or even your 3 probably isn't what the expectation should be. I think we have a glaring hole at wide receiver 2, and I think that needs to be addressed. We just lost Xavier Gibson. They cut him because of that fumble on the punt, which basically lost us the game. And I'm happy about that. That's one thing that I really, really love about this week is accountability. Aaron Glenn, as soon as he got to the mic, was like, we can't be fumbling. We can't be turning over the ball. If you're going to be doing that, you're not going to play. And then 2 days later, he gets released. I'm happy about it. I thought our pass rush was awesome all night. Aaron Rodgers picked us apart, but it wasn't for a lack of getting to him. He had a quick release all game. But we had 4 sacks, 2 from Will McDonald. I'm happy with it. And I also thought our run defense was really good as well. We only held them to 2.7 yards carrying. Their longest rush was only 9 yards. I think that's the expectation. I think our defense actually played okay as a whole. I just think we need a little bit of help on the secondary. Sauce had an all-pro type game, but kind of like Anthony, you and I were talking about it off screen, kind of like with Quinyon Mitchell. He can play really, really well, but it's not going to matter if the other 3 in the secondary are playing like shit. The whole unit's going to suffer. I think we have the same thing with Sauce. But other than that, I really like what I saw. I'm optimistic. I just, having Aaron Rodgers have his best game since he was a Packer against us is a little painful. But honestly, I'm happy he's not a part of the team anymore. My team's out of the media coverage, and that's where I like us to be. I thought Garrett Wilson was great. Breece Hall was great. I think our unit – I think this offense can be this good on a week-to-week basis, maybe not every week. But I like a lot of what I saw. We just got to shore up the pass defense. And other than that, I think we played really, really well. I think a lot of it, Aaron Rodgers was throwing a lot of guys open too. Like, I don't think our coverage was necessarily that bad. I think our whole defensive scheme was pretty good as a whole. But a lot of screens that kind of opened up for like guys like DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin had one, even Youth had two. I remember that quite a bit. But other than that, man, I'm pretty excited for these next couple of weeks. It's just, I think if we were going to win one of any of the first 3 games, this would have been the one, because next week we're at home against Buffalo, and then the week after that we have to go into Tampa Bay. So that's kind of where I sit with it. I got there's some big holes that we got to address if we're going to try to make a play at a wild card spot. If Justin Fields plays like this, I don't expect this level of play to continue, really. I expect it to kind of be inconsistent. But if it is, that's great. Then we'll be viable for a wild card spot, but we got to shore up wide receiver 2 and corner 2 if we're going to do that. So that's kind of what I took away from the game. We would have won without that fumble on the kickoff. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, Justin Fields, he didn't make any mistakes, didn't turn the ball over, put it in any harm's way. He managed the game really well. And, I thought he played. I thought he was the reason, like, if you were going to win the game, like, he's the reason why you would have won the game.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. But the defense definitely has to get a couple stops.
Yeah.
The turnovers killed you.
One turnover.
That's all it took. So, I mean, that and the penalties as well. There was a lot of penalties, a lot of things to clean up. But, I mean, same with the Eagles. I mean, we had a shit ton of penalties that were unnecessary. The one of the most egregious being Jalen Carter getting ejected for Spitgate. But, you clean those things up from week 1. It's just not going to be a consistent thing. And if it is a consistent thing, then that's a problem. But
I actually think penalties. I think penalties for us is actually going to be okay. The way that Aaron Glenn is holding this team accountable, I think cutting Xavier Gibson right after week 1, making that mistake, is big. I think that's a real good tone setter. I think we're going to see things like that kind of diminish a little bit. I mean, every team has an occasional game with high penalties. I don't expect that to be the trend for my team. We haven't been historically, even when we had poor coaching. But
yeah, that's kind of where I was going with it. Like the penalties, like week 1 is something that shit happens, but I like the attitude that Aaron Glenn and their coaching staff have. Like they'll make the guys lock in and clean that stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very similar to us, because we're not going to be that sloppy next week.
No,
and that's just kind of the product.
I hope not. I see that again. I'm gonna be like, well, what's going on in practice?
No. I think we have a very competent roster, and combined with very competent coaching this year. It depends on the consistency of Justin Fields, limiting penalties, things like that. It's just the problem with us is losing a heartbreaker like this, like week 1. Being the Jets franchise, it's probably very easy to be like, oh, here we go again. And then it's kind of like setting the trend for the season. If we come out and play a really good game against Buffalo, I don't think we have to win, but if we play them close somehow, I think that could be the quote unquote moral victory they're looking for. And then maybe we get a win in week 3 against Tampa. But it's tough, man. Like, this is the game we should have won. It's not going to surprise me if we start 0-3. And I think, after that, it's really not much easier. I mean, we're at the Dolphins, which is, hit or miss. Cowboys at home, we might be able to beat, but we got Broncos. I think the Panthers might be okay. Like, it's second half of the season's easier for us, but starting off 0-3 is not going to be good. We need to beat either Buffalo or the Bucs. And I don't think we're beating Buffalo. So,
yeah, I mean, we'll see. But
yeah.
That was
Just
definitely
beat the
one.
Bucks up for me, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yeah. Do our dirty work, bro. Get
I got you.
get them a little weak so we can.
Yeah.
I gotta go out there in that heat, man. I gotta, you know what I mean, do something.
We got a little bit of get back to get from 2023.
Even though it still ain't gonna feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I need to beat them in the playoffs. I ain't beat them in the playoffs since the 90s.
Yeah.
It's kind of nasty work. They closed down our last stadium with a pick six.
The vet, yeah.
Yeah, Rondé Barber pick six.
Close out Jason Kelsey's career with a blowout. Yeah, we got some unfinished business.
And I need y'all to make it to wherever I'm at in the playoffs and come see about me. No cap. Don't get put out early. I was hoping it was gonna happen last year. I was like, ooh, beat them on the run to the Super Bowl. Yes, sir. And then they lost.
That's what I was saying that on the way out to a bunch of Eagles fans. I'm like, hey, Tampa, you next. I want Tampa next week. And we got the Rams, but it worked out. But yeah. But you want to discuss this Jalen Carter thing?
What?
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. Then let's look at couple other games before we go into next week.
Go ahead.
What's bro doing?
He got rage baited, bro.
He did get rage baited.
He got rage baited. So Dak spit out the huddle, gave him the little like, "What's up?" Winked at him and started laughing. Like he knew what he was doing. And of course, the second guy always gets in trouble. So Jalen Carter spit right in the neck jersey. Got ejected.
The problem isn't necessarily that like he spit back. It's that he did it so obviously and right next to the ref. Like the ref was right here, dude.
Yeah, he
like
was.
That. Like, you know what I mean? You could probably get away with that if the ref is 10 feet away and you spit a little fucking thing. But he spit like a fucking bowl's worth of spit directly at him next to the ref. Like that is just that's cold. Like what? And then the worst part, I think the way he reacted afterwards was bad too. Just walking back, not a care in the world, just smiling. That I didn't like. But
yeah, but he did own up to it afterwards. He when you listen to his interviews, he did say like, he was apologetic to the team. He let his teammates and the fans down. But I mean, I was definitely like, what the fuck is bro doing? We didn't even start the season yet. And then Dallas went down and scored like right away. It was just like that was just like the weirdest start to a game that I've ever seen.
Right.
I wasn't watching the Eagles when Trot got ejected from the Falcons game pregame, but I heard it was pretty similar to that, except we won this time. But
yeah, we got blown out last time. Sure.
Yeah. Thankfully, we didn't get blown out.
I had PTSD when it happened. I was like, fuck. Here we go with this shit again.
I do think at this point, it's
I don't know why Dak didn't get any repercussions, because they conveniently didn't say anything about Dak spitting at him first until the rain delay.
I don't think they noticed it until after, because Jalen doing it was so egregious. Like the way he did it was so obvious that it was kind of like, you're not thinking, well, what happened? You're kind of looking at like, that was a giant fucking tennis ball.
But then you have the NFL who said, all right, we're going to review it. And it gets to yesterday, and they came to the conclusion, all right, well, he suspended one game. Technically, Thursday was the game because he didn't play. Yeah. So he served his one game, got fined a game check. They couldn't find Dak to be suspended for a game check.
I don't think there was enough for Dak. I don't think there was enough for Dak because there was two people between him and Jalen. He didn't spit in his direction. He spat down.
He did spit in his direction, though.
He spat down, though.
In his direction, and then looked right at him and winked. He knew what he was doing.
Sure. But I don't... Listen, whether it was malicious intent or not, it's completely different than what Jalen did. Jalen walked right up on him and spat in his fucking neck. Like right next to the ref, dude. That's the worst part about it. That's like your parent coming into your bedroom and yelling at you and your sibling to stop messing around, and then you stare your father in the eyes when you punch your sibling again. Like, you just can't do that, dude. You're asking for it.
Yeah,
It don't matter if you. No, I know.
Jalen Carter spitting at Dak, because
I know
he's still stupid for that, but I feel like Dak should have gotten fined or something. Like, there's no way that the NFL says, all right, we're going to review the whole incident. And they obviously review before that, leading up to what made Jalen Carter spit right in his neck, and not say, oh, well, Dak was at fault somehow.
Yeah. I think because they ejected him, they kind of had to back their refs. So they were like, okay, we're going to find him a game check, and we're going to suspend him, but we're going to count game one. It's basically a wash at that point because you guys won the game anyways. I think they're trying to treat it as a non-story and just move on. That's my takeaway, at least. I don't think there's like a favoritism thing here. I just think one was something you probably shouldn't do, and it wasn't really caught that well. And the other thing was I basically threw a fucking tennis ball of spit right at your face, right next to my mom staring at me, telling me not to. That's just how I look at it. Not that Dak did anything right. I just think what Jalen did was so egregious that it was kind of like, gotta set an example. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's.
I'm just glad they didn't suspend him another game because they were floating that around.
Yeah, they could have, but they didn't.
That would have been a bad look, considering that we're going into Kansas City on Sunday. Yeah. Them staring down the barrel of 0-2. Oh, we're going to suspend their best defensive player for another game.
Right. I think that's part of the reason why they didn't.
It'd have been an uproar. Shit. You suspend them for the Chiefs game?
Oh, yeah. That would have been a nightmare.
And I think conspiracy alert, that would have been up.
I think their reasoning for if they did suspend him another game would be Jalen Carter had questions coming out of school. Now he's acting out, let's set an example kind of thing, but
it's bullshit though.
He's done nothing since he's coming to the NFL that requires that. So, and they didn't. You know what I mean? We can sit here and say, "Oh, the NFL almost made a mistake." Well, they didn't make a mistake. They did what they thought they did. What everyone probably thought they should have done. So,
yeah, they ultimately made the
right call,
most logical choice as to his punishment. Yep. So I was saying that like the game suspension's essentially that he didn't play in the Cowboys game. Find him a game check and move on.
I'd prefer he would just slap the fuck out of Dak later.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was the suspension for that?
Bro.
Yeah.
I wish he'd have just been like, all right, you got it. You got it. And then like later on when like Dak like stepping up in the pocket.
Just getting unnecessary roughness.
Yeah.
That's what you get for spitting on me.
Man.
I mean, we weathered the storm through that. I mean, it was kind of rough just because we were light already at defensive tackle.
Yep.
And then losing our best player in Jalen Carter, it was just, from bad to worse. But we muscled through it, and now we'll have him back for Kansas City. So
it's a wash
as well.
So, dude, let's go over a couple of these other games. So, like, Buffalo-Baltimore was a movie.
Yeah.
Dude, that was incredible. Josh Allen went out there and proved to me that they're an actual viable Super Bowl contender this year. In years past, I've always said they're going to win 13, 14 games, but I don't expect them to do anything towards the Super Bowl. I think Buffalo has a real opportunity this season. They showed it to me on Sunday night, dude. Yeah. They are so damn good. And if Keon Coleman is gonna act like that against that secondary, get 8 catches for $112 and 1 touchdown, good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, we're the AFC's in. Well, the Kansas City Chiefs are in for a challenge. I played on the other side of that. I'm kind of disappointed in how Baltimore finished that game because that defense was playing lights out football up until that fourth quarter.
Yeah,
and they just blew it. How do you blow a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter?
You fumble the ball, you go 3 and out, you punt, and then you play bad defense the last 2 minutes of the game. That's how you blow it.
The Ravens have done this like a few times since Lamar's taken over as quarterback. Not to say it's Lamar's fault, but like in that time frame, they've done it like 6 or 7 times already.
Didn't they let Tua come back from like some shit like that too?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson had like 5 or 6 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
This a few times.
But I don't know. Derrick Henry fumbling was really like.
Yeah, that was
below
that was
I was like, yeah, it might be over
that
with.
game.
Yeah.
He was having a hell of a game up until that point. Like, all time.
Yeah. 18 for $169 and 2 touchdowns.
And then boom. In the moment where you just need a first down, you fumble.
Yep.
That was crazy.
I think Baltimore is going to be fine. It's just like
that was just a tough loss.
Yeah, I just
there's no excuses for blowing that kind of a lead that late in the game.
Yeah,
but it's the point of on Buffalo's side, they don't quit. They're when it's a game, they're always in the game, and Josh Allen's going to make plays to win.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I view it. He definitely rating MVP. Definitely make a case as to why he's in that conversation still. That comeback, but that was just the ultimate fumble by Baltimore. Like that's just unexcusable.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know.
Like they were playing good football up until that. Like they were dominating the clock.
They lose in the most amazing fashion in history every time.
Yep.
And then they want to talk about my quarterback. Worry about winning your own games first.
Jalen would have got that first down to end that game. I guarantee you. He did.
That. We needed that. We needed a first down late in the game. What was it? 4th down when we went for it?
No, it was 3rd. We would have went for it on 4th.
Yeah. It was like
we went for it on 4th. The previous set of downs, but the set of downs you talking about to end the game, it was 3rd and 3.
It was like 3rd and 5. Yeah.
He took off.
He got it.
That dead leg getting a little bit more shifty. He ain't just like, he used to be like really hard with it. And then like cut. He was just like he just like pumped it. Like, but he was like, oh shit, okay. He didn't do it. But he got the first down. Shit. But Josh Allen, man, like hats off to him. He played a hell of a game. And my boy Keon Coleman. Yeah, I mean, people be talking crazy about my boy, but shit, when it was time to get a touchdown, he was there. I think like it was a really good game up until like that point. You know what I mean? Obviously, Lamar Jackson not being able to pull it out, it's kind of disappointing when you're watching the game and you see like a team like getting beat for not even 3 and you usually say 3.5 quarters. You got beat for like 3 3/4 of the game. Like it was pretty much over with. And you choked it away. So you gotta be better.
Yeah, like I said, it's unexcusable. You had a double-digit lead late in the game. There's no excuse for giving something up like that. It's just no excuse.
The most disappointing team of the game of the year. Who was it for y'all on Sunday? Who was the most disappointing team?
The most disappointing team?
Yeah, that you was like,
Miami.
They don't have a good week, and then it was just like
Miami, dude, giving up 33 points to Indianapolis. Daniel Jones having a career game, and Tua having 2 picks, 14-23 for $114. They benched Tua for Zach Wilson in this game.
We went through that game and we both picked Miami, but I thought about it. I picked that when we did the schedule predictions. I picked Indianapolis upset. I'm not surprised, dude. I'm not surprised. Indianapolis, they have I wouldn't say they have a great team, but they're bad. The team isn't bad. No. They just need a competent quarterback, and I think Daniel Jones in the right situation can be serviceable, and you saw that. He blew out the Dolphins.
That's the thing. Like, to me, it's not about the Dolphins losing. It's in the fashion that they lost. Daniel Jones didn't manage the game. He dominated.
Them up.
He dominated, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed that team. Like, it wasn't even a contest of who the better quarterback was out there. It was nuts. Like, I've never seen Daniel Jones play football like that. That's
Maybe
insane.
He wasn't the problem on the Giants, man. Maybe it was just the Giants.
I don't think he was an answer, but he may not have been the biggest problem. That's for sure. I mean, I think he's got better weapons than he did with the Giants as well.
Probably
I mean, Michael Pittman, Tyler Warren, Alec Pierce is good for a 30-some yard
Jonathan Taylor
catch every fucking week. Adonai Mitchell, dude, like
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren. Oh,
yeah, he was nice.
Cooking.
Yeah.
You blew it. You blew it.
Yeah.
You blew it.
And they didn't even run the ball well either. Like,
no, they didn't.
40 for $156. Like, that's a lot of carries, and for not a lot of yards, it's 3.9 a carry, and that's consistent like across the board. No one really ran the ball particularly well, and for Daniel Jones to perform the way he did, dude, like that, they held up. It was 33-0 it was 33-0 at one point.
Yeah, that's insane. It's
nuts.
Insane.
What you got?
I mean, I feel like that's the right situation for him, though.
Yeah. Yeah. What's a team that disappointed you, Anthony? I got another one, but
a team that disappointed me.
I hope you say this because I got one.
I'll say Detroit.
Okay.
But just because they're supposed to have that cachet, but they lost a lot of pieces and they have a lot of question marks, and that was a huge game against a division rival who had just traded for Micah Parsons.
Right, like just shook up their D line.
Right.
And it's not only the fact that they just shook up their D line. The Lions couldn't run the ball at all against that D line that just got shaken up.
Yeah, not at all.
It's insane.
And you would have thought the run defense would have been a little bit worse losing Kenny Clark. No, they just could not run the ball at all. And then the pass rush was just dominating all day. Micah Parsons, I forget, 57. I can't remember bro's name, but he was
Rashawn Gary.
Yeah, Rashawn Gary. Yeah, he was cooking.
Yeah.
And Jordan Love was playing confident ball. They were doing whatever they wanted. So I think the Lions definitely were disappointing because they seem like a team that, they've over the last few years, they've emerged as like maybe not like a Super Bowl contender in the NFC, but they're one of the teams that are always in the conversation come playoff time.
They're conference contenders.
Right. Yeah. But, that's just, they're going to take a step back. And that was kind of disappointing.
I told y'all that, though. 8 new coaches. I said that, though. I ain't necessarily talking to Andy Kyle, but I'm just saying, like, the people that's watching. Told y'all that. And y'all didn't believe me. Yeah. No. They got the talent. Talent ain't always suffice if you ain't got good coaching.
Talent only takes you so far.
Yeah.
You can't go out there and just dial up bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't think they had a second one.
Yeah. Carolina, dude.
Oh, I knew you was going to steal that one.
Carolina really upset me. Bryce Young looked like garbage. Chuba Hubbard ran the ball poorly. I liked what Tech McMillan brought, 5 for 68. That was nice, but like they had 1 tackle for loss, no sacks. It was just bad. Like Travis Etienne last year, where they were talking about coming into this year how he might not be the running back 1, he might be the running back 3 because of Tutton and fucking Bigsby, and he ran for a $143 on him. They didn't even get a good game out of Brian Thomas. He had 1 catch for 11 yards, and they still just dominated this entire game. Yeah, I was very disappointed with how Carolina played. But if we're looking at like more of a contender kind of team that was disappointing.
Hey, don't steal all of them. No.
Yeah, go ahead. What's yours? Go ahead. Give me one.
The Broncos.
Yeah, I was going to. Them too.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
But they won, but yeah.
You were inefficient on offense. You struggled against a team that has no talent. They are talent deficient. And they were in that game up until somewhere in the fourth quarter when you just like, all right, they don't have any juice left to even get the 8 points. They just wasn't catching the ball. But it was a few times I was like, Cam Ward might drive this down, and it was like Calvin Ridley and whoever else was out there just couldn't catch the ball. But that was very disappointing to watch because I was expecting to see them build off what I seen last year, like really be dominant on defense, really be dominant on offense. I thought that game wouldn't be close, but obviously.
I will say I don't think this one's as bad as it actually seems. I think Bo Nix had a couple bad interceptions, but like the Denver defense is what we thought it was for sure. They had 6 sacks, 14 quarterback hits on 28 dropbacks.
It was a lot of stuff.
That's insane.
Box score seemed cool. I watched that game. And I seen receivers running wide open. He hit the stride. And they don't catch it. He 2 seconds out of his hands, completely in his hand drop. I'm like, whoa, like what? Like, bro, that was. I hate to even say it, but it reminded me of like, I don't even know. Like, remember that game where I do remember I do know. You remember that game, Chiefs versus the Detroit Lions?
Week 1?
2 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. It was like the opener season.
Yeah, week 1 last year.
You remember how they was just like dropping passes wide open and shit?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that game looked like in the fourth. They just wasn't catching anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Pat Surtain wasn't giving no shit. But...
Yeah.
If you want to say a second, if you want a second one that was really embarrassing, the Texans.
Yeah, that was my next one. Texans were bad.
It looked like they did not improve on that offensive line at all. Mm-hmm. Not at all. Under fire. Yep. And if it's gonna be like that all season, CJ's trying to get a play like he's not the most mobile. He needs Joe Mixon back. I mean, Nick Chubb was okay in the run game, but Nico Collins, there's a few guys on this roster that got to step up. Dalton Schultz, but he got to have time to get them to rock. Like I felt like they got a lot of talent, but it wasn't a lot of opportunity. They got to do better.
Yeah, I agree.
But it is there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that offensive line, boy, my God.
Yeah, it was rough for CJ Stroud.
And he only got sacked 3 times, but watching that game, like it felt like he got sacked 10 times.
Yeah.
So many times where he like threw the ball, he was just like,
yep.
Like with the defender in his armpit, he just like it was like, golly, like can y'all do like anything? So they gotta improve that. I don't know how you fix that after you get rid of Tunsil, who was technically your best offensive lineman. But I mean the Rams weren't much better, but they were better. They were enough to beat them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puka had a good day though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Puka carved him up.
He's always good for that.
Yeah.
But it was kind of to be expected, though. Without Joe Mixon, they weren't going to be what we thought they would. But that offensive line was just horrid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they couldn't get Nico Collins going at all.
Yeah.
And Chubb wasn't bad, though. Like, Chubb was not bad. Like, I know the box score say he had, like, maybe 60 yards, but he played well with the offensive line being as shitty as it was.
4.6 yards a carry with that offensive line is an accomplishment. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, the Giants' defensive line was disappointing, too. Not the whole team, because I didn't expect their offense to be good, but I expect that defensive line to at least have some type of NASCAR package.
Yeah.
They were not NASCAR.
No. Three sacks out of that D-line. Dexter Lawrence was kind of a non-factor. Yeah.
Shit, I don't remember hearing his name. Shit, low key.
Yeah. He was a non-factor in that game for sure. For sure.
Now Brian Burns though, that boy the truth.
Yeah, he is.
That boy the truth.
Yeah.
He cooked. Whoever that is on that right side, he was cooking his Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Yep.
he was whooping him. I said, "Oh my god,
Yeah, man.
damn!"
Yeah, he
The
way.
one I seen, like, cause I ain't watched that whole game, but like the one I did see, it was like a clean shot too. Like Jaden Daniels couldn't do nothing. It was just like snapped the ball, took his 3 steps. When he went to step back, it was just like boom. I'm like, oh my, he gonna be a tough block. And if they get the rest of them guys going, that defensive line should be good. But they were very disappointing this week. Who? Oh, okay, I got one more. I'll spin it. Who's your standout player of the week?
I mean, we talked a little bit about Daniel Jones. I mean,
give it to him.
Daniel Jones.
I knew it was coming. I was waiting for him to say Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he really played well, dude. Like that was
he did
just great performance all around. I mean, really, like there's a few guys. Ricky Pearsall for the Niners was really their only competent help at wide receiver in that Seattle game. Brock Purdy didn't really.
Brock Purdy might miss a few weeks.
Yeah. And Jawan Jennings hurt.
That might be nasty. Bro.
Yeah, they
should
have
kid on IR.
Yeah. In that same game, Jackson Smith and the Jigba was really good. And then Emeka Egbuka was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's my standout for sure.
4 catches, but yeah.
Yeah, he balled out. Touchdown.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dangerous when Chris Godwin comes back.
I hate to do this, but I gotta give it to that old fart.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he was
I thought he was gonna come out and be poor too. I'm like, man, he gonna come out and blow this game. That man came out and played like a fucking madman. I was like, oh my god. Is this the Aaron Rodgers we're gonna get all year? Like, or is it gonna be like he gonna be up and down?
And it was crazy because it was looking rough for a while for him, just because like he wasn't getting the time. Like the Jets pass rush was getting there, but like when he had the time, like he was cooking.
Yeah.
And ultimately he got the last laugh.
Yeah. It's just
he did do that.
Being inept in our secondary really hurt us. And then our tackling is a problem outside of our linebackers. It's really, I mean, with Sauce, I don't care. I mean, I don't really so much care about tackling with him if he's going to be shutting down an entire side of the field. But for DK Metcalf to have 2 different screens, both go over 15 yards when they were thrown behind the line of scrimmage is just not good. Calvin Austin going for 70 yards and a touchdown. All 4 catches being on Brandon Stevens is just not good.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
Well, my other one is Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
That boy had a hell of a game. But
Justin fucking Herbert this week, dude. My God.
Yeah, he balled out for sure.
Herbert.
That was a statement win for the Chargers.
Nah, fuck him. His fans be putting up the brigade against my quarterback. Fuck him. I don't give Justin Herbert no love.
I'll give him his credit. He had a good game, but yeah, fuck them.
Nah, bro. His whole listen. If you ever like pay attention to who leading the brigade for the we hate Jalen Hurts, it's always the Chargers, bro. Like I don't know what they beef is with Jalen Hurts, but damn, is it because people wanted to take him out of the top 5 and put Jalen Hurts in the top 5? Like, is that why they hate so hard?
No, I just
that's not our fault. Like, come on, man.
I don't want to be that guy.
But hold on. Honorable mention, man. Justin Fields, man. Honorable mention, man. Justin Fields. Y'all got me fucked up, man. Justin Fields.
Yeah, he played well.
Justin Fields is balling. Honorable mention. Justin Fields.
He had me nervous a couple times.
200 passing yards. He had like 50
he made me
yards.
nervous.
He played pretty well, man. I think he played pretty well.
He made me nervous a lot. He was throwing it in some tight fucking windows, dude. Like
he was making it work though.
He was making it work, but I'm afraid that's going to turn into 3 picks next week. Like I'm really nervous.
Hey, you don't know that, bro.
We'll see.
Justin Fields was hooping, and you know what? You gotta give me some credit. You gotta give Justin Fields some credit. I tried to tell you, bro.
I'll never give
Put
you
him-
nothing.
But have some faith in your boys. Tanner Engstrad put Justin Field in great positions to succeed.
I'll never give you nothing, bro. You get nothing from me.
Hey, you don't gotta give me nothing. I'm trying to give you something.
Oh man, no, it was a really good performance by Justin. I'm not taking anything away. It's just,
Yeah,
I don't believe it, dude. I don't believe it.
yeah.
I
We'll
need to see it consistently. Like if
You don't think he can maintain the play?
I don't expect him to have like, you know, a top 5 quarterbacking week next week. But I mean, if he keeps us close with the Buffalo, I'll be impressed. But we'll see. We'll see.
So if he was if we came back next week and he lost, so since you say y'all losing, he lost by 3.
It depends on how he plays.
Same type of performance. 190 yards, 50 yards rushing, 2
If it's like the same game as the Steelers game,
I mean, I'll be pissed with a loss, but I mean, I'll definitely be impressed. I'll definitely be impressed. But if it's, I'll be disappointed in a loss, but I'll be impressed. If he wins that game, I'm buying a jersey. If he beats Buffalo, I'm buying a jersey.
He walks off the field with the lead when he gives them the ball back.
Well, yeah, I'll be happy.
Okay.
He don't need to win for me to be impressed. He just has to perform well, look competent, not be skittish. Just, you know, he doesn't have to dice them up and absolutely dominate. But if he manages the game properly, we can have a competent run game. We should be, you know, and we're competing. I'll be happy. If he wins the fucking game, I'm buying the jersey. But we'll see.
Ooh.
But he got to win the game.
I need him to win this game more than anything.
He got to win the game, though. He got to win the game. He can't have 113 passing yards on 13 to 17. Like, it can't be some crap like that. He got to win the game.
No, if he play like that, then he played back to Justin Fields. I need him to have the same type of performance. I need at least 190 or better. You know what I mean? A good efficient game where you distributing the ball and don't turn that bitch over.
Facts.
That's all you can really ask for. High efficiency. Don't turn the ball over.
I want to see more rushing out of him because, listen, he had a good passing game, but
he could do it.
I mean, he
ate some of the scramble opportunities. Just, I definitely do want to see them take advantage of his running ability and more designed quarterback runs.
Yeah,
but we'll see. I mean, it's only week 1, so we'll see as the year goes. But hey, bro, I know the schedule looks a little bit tough, and you just had a tough loss, but you have quite a few things to look up to.
I do, but it's just I'm tired of being happy with 8-9, dude. You know, like I'm tired. I'm tired of being happy with 6-11, ending the season on a hot streak.
I tried, Smitty. I tried to get him to come over to the good side. He wouldn't.
No,
he wouldn't do it.
I won't dance with the devil. I won't do it.
You try to get him to be an eagle
over here.
I won't do that.
You try to get him to be an eagle?
No,
I tried.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to
go for it.
Quit playing with me. I'm not going to do that.
You gotta ride out the ship, man. You gotta ride out.
I'm gonna. Should we get into these games for next week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. All right. First game, Thursday Night Football on Prime Video, Week 2, September 11th. Moment of silence. But Washington goes into Green Bay. Last week, Jaden Daniels' performance, 301 total yards, 98.3 passer rating, 19-30. Played well. Jordan Love, $188 passing, 2 touchdowns and a 128 rating. Both these teams coming off of a win. Let me pull up the spread here to see where we're at. It looks like Green Bay is favored by 3.5. Green Bay favored by 3.5. Played well, dominated their division rival, NFC contender over the past few years, Detroit. Washington beat up on their little brother. 3.5 points for Green Bay.
I'm taking Green Bay. I think that offensive line for Washington, obviously as they played decently last week, I think it's a little bit more high power this week with some guys that got some continuity together. They're gonna be able to rush the passer a lot better than what you seen last week. So
Yep.
I'm taking Green Bay. I think they're gonna have some struggles on defense as far as the Commanders trying to cover all those receivers, man. Those boys can put out a slew of receivers, man, and be able to play. But I think it's gonna be close though. So I'm gonna take that money line because I could see this game being something crazy. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna go with Green Bay. I think. Yeah, Washington. I mean, it's hard to judge off of the Giants, but Green Bay just played. They just dominated Detroit last week. And I think they can run on this Washington front.
Right.
It doesn't really scare me that much. They'll need a Jaden Daniels masterclass to, make this close.
Yep.
But the Green Bay defense is just, they're fundamentally sound, and I think that's going to be a lot. Jaden Daniels struggled against fundamentally sound defenses, a.k.a. the Eagles' defense last year. A defensive unit humming like that, it's hard. I mean, it's hard for any quarterback, but I think that'll probably be the difference in the game. So I'll take Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm on board with Green Bay. I think they performed really, really well against the Lions with a lot of room to improve. They didn't run the ball particularly well. They only had 3.1 yards carry, but they got after the passer. They had 9 tackles for loss last week, and I think that they're going to improve even off of a great game that they had against Detroit. Their defense was spectacular. I don't think it's necessarily going to change against Washington. Washington is going to be more competitive in this game than Detroit was. But the spread not being that big, I like to take 3.5 on Green Bay. I'm with you on that. We're across the board. We're all in favor.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Chicago at Detroit. Both these teams starting 0-1. But I would say I liked a lot of what I saw out of Chicago last week. I thought they fell apart a little bit on defense in the second half. But I thought Caleb Williams was playing really, really well. I also think Detroit is going to bounce back. They're not going to run the ball as poor as they did last week. It's just not going to happen. Their offensive line and running back combo is just too good. But Caleb last week, 21 of 35 completion percentage, 268 yards and 2 total touchdowns, one being a passing, one being a rushing. And Jared Goff last week, as you can see, a little bit of a dink and dunk performance, 31 of 39, 225, and a 1-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. The spread as of right now is Detroit by 6.5. I'm going to take Chicago to upset and win this game. I think Chicago is going to go into Detroit and win this football game, starting Detroit out 0-2. That's where I'm at. I think there's a lot of things to like about Chicago coming out of the last game. I think Roma Dunze and DJ Moore are going to be an absolute problem together. Roma Dunze played really well, and so did DJ Moore in his limited targets. Olamide Zaccheaus actually played really well out of the slot for them. I like their combination of Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland. And DeAndre, and they're going to run the ball better this week as well. Caleb Williams was nice, but DeAndre Swift was kind of bad, especially in the first half. And I like Chicago's defense. They're not a great unit, but they're okay. I think their offense is going to do enough to keep them in this game and obviously win. I think they're going to win, cover the 6.5.
I think Chicago will cover the 6.5 as well. I think Detroit will probably win a close one. I can't see them dropping to 0-2.
Yeah.
But I do like, a lot of the things that Chicago did in that first half against Minnesota. I did like, and then you also have the Ben Johnson factor going into his former team. Pretty familiar with, what Detroit likes to do offensively, defensively. So I can definitely see them covering. I think it's tough in those like late game scenarios. Like Caleb Williams hasn't really shown that.
Yeah.
He can be competent in that aspect, and it seems to fall apart for the Bears for whatever reason, for better or for worse. But I think them covering will have a lot to do with the fact that Ben Johnson's coming back to get some get back against the Lions, and they're like the Lions defense had. I don't think it's as good as it's been
No.
in the last few years. So I think Ben Johnson knows how to attack it. He'll have a game plan for Caleb Williams to attack it. So I think Bears will cover.
I agree.
This is a tough game, right?
Yeah.
Hard to call, but I'm on like a fence, right? Because I don't trust Chicago defense. You let JJ McCarthy gun you down. I mean, straight gun you down Monday night. He was having one of the worst performances that I had seen. He had 20
true.
yards, no touchdowns,
A
pick six. And then all of a sudden, he was like, "Oh, I could beat the Bears." 120 yards, 3 touchdowns, and I want to say like 140, 150 total yards in that fourth quarter and 3 touchdowns. Like, he gunned you down. So until I see better out of that defense for the Bears, until I see them be able to close games, yeah, it's gonna be some emotions in this game. I think it's gonna be emotions on both sides. They both feel offended. They both feel some type of way. And I don't know if the Bears got the wherewithal, the heart, the fight. I don't think their quarterback sometimes has like understanding of what's going on the field. The game hasn't slowed down for Caleb a lot. I'm gonna take the Detroit Lions. It's gonna be a close game though. Probably. I don't know if I'm probably money line. I don't know about the 6. I don't know.
You don't think they can cover 6, Detroit?
After I seen what they did last week, I just don't know if they can cover 6. They look porous last week. I don't know if the coordinator gonna be able to adjust yet. Yeah. He got some time to learn. So, but I do think the Bears. Oh, shit. It's gonna be a close game though. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears win, but I think Detroit pull it out.
Okay. Because remember, the whole premise of this is to take the spread, not the money line. So are you taking -6 or you think Chicago's going to cover?
I'll take the -6 then.
Okay.
I think they'll win by 7 or something.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Next game. Buffalo at New York, Sunday at 1 o'clock CBS. Josh Allen, week 1. By far the best performance out of anyone on the weekend. Not even a conversation. 424 total yards, 4 total touchdowns, and a 15-point comeback in the fourth quarter. And then Justin Fields, 266 total yards, 3 total touchdowns, 2 being rushing, and 119 passer rating.
How about that?
It was a performance. I put this game on here, one, because of the performance of the Jets. I think they're gonna, like you said, I think they're gonna surprise some people this year. That they played really well, and I think there's a lot of things that they can repeat. Plus, the spread's a little big. Buffalo's favored -6.5, so I figured this would be an interesting one to throw in here. Go ahead, Anthony. What do you think? Who are you taking? 6.5, Buffalo.
See. My initial thought is Buffalo -6.5, but I like what the Jets did last week. They did a lot of things, man. And you consider Pittsburgh to be one, not like number 1 in the AFC, but you consider them to be like a top AFC contender,
right?
Do you?
Who? The Buffalo?
Pittsburgh,
I think they're wild card. I think they're a pretty much guaranteed wild card team, roughly 10-7, maybe 11 wins ceiling.
Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is a really hard game to pick. I think Buffalo wins, but
Yeah.
like the question that I like for me is last week's game for the Jets such an emotional letdown that they come out flat this week and get blown out, or are they gonna have some dog and fight and claw? Because low key, I can see the Jets covering,
Yeah.
but I can also see Buffalo blowing them out.
Yeah.
So I'm really torn. I think that's like a perfect line.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
6.5. I'm gonna have to defer to Smitty. I don't know. You come back to me.
All right, Smitty, what do you think?
6.5. I think it's a coverable spread for the Jets. They could play this game really close. They played a really good team last week, with a team that I think has, in my opinion, better defense than the Buffalo Bills. I don't know about offensively. I think offensively they played to the same, if not, a little bit under what Buffalo did against a pretty good defense. So I think if you can get out on them early, you can run the ball well as we've seen the Ravens do. I think the Jets covered, man, because obviously you're a running team, and they struggled with a running quarterback last week. So if Justin Fields can keep the turnovers down, and y'all can run the ball as well as y'all just did, then it'll be a close game. It'll be a really, really close game, and I can see the Jets covering the 6.5.
Okay. Nice. Ant, what you got?
It's still tough. I'm gonna have to go with Smitty. The Jets. There's just something about like if Justin Fields doesn't turn the ball over, with what he showed last week against Pittsburgh, like he really did play a great game.
Yep.
And with Aaron Glenn and that coaching staff, I think there's potential for that to be the norm.
Yeah.
Maybe not to that level, but like he's not going to be Chicago Fields Justin Fields.
Right.
But I do think Buffalo probably does win, but probably by a field goal.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll take Jets +6.
Okay. I think Buffalo's going to sweep the series this year. I don't think we're good enough to beat them. But I think if there is a spot for us to play them close, it's probably at home. And I think that I say what you want about the player Xavier Gibson. I think that is a real culture shakeup. To cut him, I don't think we're going to be able to come out flat. I don't think they're going to allow that. I don't think Aaron Glenn's going to let that happen. I think we're going to come out ready to play. I think we're going to keep it within 6. I do think we will cover the spread, but Josh Allen will not lose a close game to Justin Fields. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I like this. I like this to be a fun game, but I think it's going to be another heartbreaker. We're going to lose close. We'll run the ball well, like you said. I think the RPO is something that's going to be really dangerous for us. I think it's something that's really going to work. It's going to keep Breece Hall getting high receiving games, and it's going to keep Justin Fields in rhythm. I think that's a really good 1-2 punch. It's actually kind of similar to what the Eagles can do. Small, compact back that can hit a hole quick and move. Combined with a running back that can make shit happen and can do a lot of stuff out in the open field, especially off of the RPO. So, yeah, I like us to come out and, try to put our foot in the Tigers' neck, but I think Buffalo's still going to pull it out. But I do like the Jets to cover as well. 4-point game, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the name of the game is just keeping turnovers down. That's really that's really it. I mean, Justin Fields, like you were saying, I mean, he threw into some tight windows, but like he had the confidence to sling it in them tight windows. It was making it work.
Right.
I would like to say that Buffalo's defense is a little bit worse than Pittsburgh, like Smitty said.
I agree with that.
So And
And
I
I
think
think,
you're seeing that evolution with Justin Fields and the OC Engstrand putting
yeah,
him in positions to succeed. I just want to see a little bit more QB design runs because we know how elite his rushing ability is. Like,
yeah,
just take advantage of that a little bit more.
yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of potential here for Justin Fields to have another great game. I also think Pittsburgh's got like a couple like world beaters on that team that make the difference in a game. Like TJ Watt had a couple of plays on us that was
Jalen
just ridiculous.
Ramsey.
Right, Jalen Ramsey, like that final hit, like Garrett Wilson probably catches that ball against most corners in the league. But I don't necessarily think what you want about Ed Oliver, but I don't think Buffalo necessarily has that world beater type of team. I think they're a good overall unit. But I think there is some room for Justin Fields to have a very similar game as long as he doesn't have a boneheaded decision. I think we'll be okay. But yeah, I'm glad we're all on the same page. I think they'll cover, but they're not going to win.
Yep.
All right, probably game of the week. Sunday, 4:00, Fox, Philly at Kansas City. Philly starts 1-0. Kansas City starts 0-1 after disappointing performance. Jalen Hurts in week 1, 19 of 32 completions, 214 total yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Patty Mahomes, 315 total yards, 2 total touchdowns, and an 89.5 passer rating. Not the greatest.
I think that's wrong. I don't think he threw 30 times last week. I think he was 19 for 23.
23.
Okay, I might have been flipped. All right, yeah, you're right. Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
I had it. I just
very efficient, 83%.
82%. 83.8, something like that.
Yep, very good. I'll start off on this because I want you guys to be able to have your dialogue. I think let me see what the spread is. The spread is Philly by 1.5. I do think Kansas City is going to win this game, not because I have an agenda against Philly. I just think it's
you had to say that.
I did have to say it because you guys always clown me for what I got to say. But I think Kansas City starting off 0-2, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Philly also cares about a game in the middle of the regular season, beginning of the regular season. I think they're more worried about playing them in the playoffs than they are about the regular season. I think this is going to be one of those situations where KC will beat them in the regular season, and it might be a different story if they meet up in the Super Bowl. That's not for me saying I think Kansas City is necessarily a better team or anything like that. And just starting 0-2 for them, I just don't see it. I think they have a lot of things to improve on, a lot of things they will improve on. I think I do think one question I have with your team is that offensive line did not play well at all in week 1. And I think Kansas City might try to exploit that this game. But I mean, your offensive line is usually great, so we'll see. But yeah, really off the premise of KC starting 0-2, that's kind of where I'm basing this off of. I don't think Kansas City's going to lose it here. I think it's going to be a close game. Both teams are going to come out with good feelings after it, just because it's going to be. I don't think KC blows them out. I don't think Philly blows them out. I think it's going to be a close game with Kansas City just pulling it out. That's where I'm at.
I had the same kind of thought process last week when Smitty and I we did the Chargers Chiefs.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? The Chargers, I can totally see it. They're a better team on paper. They got a lot of questions, but I can't bet against Mahomes and Andy Reid. Smitty, I said that. That's literally that was my justification.
Yep.
I can't bet on Mahomes. Well, I think that we beat the will out of them. I really do. I think we're going to do it again. So I'm taking the Eagles here. I think, it sucks that Xavier Worthy is probably not playing, so they're without their top 2 receivers. Yep. They don't really have much of a run game. I mean, let's be honest. They don't really have much of a run game. So there's only so much Pat Mahomes can do. And it's another week for this pass game to get right. I wasn't really a fan of some of Kevin Petullo's play calls, particularly in the second half. It's kind of scheming these guys open, which is kind of why we saw like a lack of targets to AJ and Devontae. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Dallas Goedert because he's dealing with a knee sprain,
That's what you
Hopefully,
believe? You believe it was Kevin Patullo?
I mean,
I believe AJ was hurt, bro. They highlighting
yeah,
it too much, bro. They
AJ's
just
been
highlighting it just a
AJ's
little too
been
much.
he's been dealing with that hamstring, but I mean, like it wasn't just him not getting open. Like Smitty wasn't getting open. So I think he's got to scheme it up a little bit better. And but Jalen was taking what the defense gave him. He was just playing a great game and really was the reason why we won. But I think we'll have a better game plan this week. I think the defense with Jalen Carter will be better as well. That's really where it is for me. If we can stop their run, and if Adoree Jackson could just hold up, like if he can't guard Juju Smith-Schuster, like I don't know what to say. But I think I just you look at our defense versus the weapons that Mahomes has. Like I just don't know if they have the weapons outside to keep up. That's really my thing. Not saying that like yeah, they could beat us in the regular season, but then when the playoffs come, it's a different thing. It's just when you look at the matchups side by side, I think we have the advantage like most of everywhere. And they just don't look like the Chiefs of old.
I get you.
But yeah, I'm going Eagles.
You on board with that, Smitty?
I'm gonna give a little different perspective though. I watched that Chargers and Chiefs. I've seen a lot of open receivers. It wasn't like it was contested catches. It wasn't like guys was going up and have to fight for their life to get the catches. It was a lot of open receivers. And these receivers to me are decent receivers. I mean, I like Lad McConkey. I like Quentin Johnson. Obviously, I'll be picking the dude. I don't know why. Because I want him to be better than, I guess, Jalen Reagor. Because I want them to be like, Jalen Reagor was the worst TCU receiver ever in history to come out of the NFL. But neither here nor there. I think it was a lot of open receivers. I think their defense is a little bit deceptible. I obviously agree with the fact that I think a little bit of the fear factor of the Chiefs has kind of left the building. They're not beating you because they're on the schedule now. It was a time where you see the Chiefs on the schedule, you almost mark down a L. You know what I mean? I think that lore for the Chiefs has left the building. And I think our ability to maneuver a little bit of everywhere. They let Justin Herbert run the ball last week. Obviously, it's a little different because you expect Jalen Hurts to run the ball when you come into this week. I don't know if they're gonna continue to do what they did in the Super Bowl and try to sell out to the run, but I think they might have learned their lesson from that. So, and I didn't see a great pass rush out of them on their side of the ball. Yeah, my O-line wasn't that great, but I seen a lot of the young talent on the Chargers O-line be able to stifle something that they pride themselves on as far as that front four getting at the quarterback. So I think my opportunity to win this game is high. And you said the spread was what?
1.5.
1.5.
Oh, well, that's not hard to take the -1.5. I mean, it's gonna be more than a 1.5 game, but I do think they're gonna come in with a little hair on their chest, but ain't nothing no wax can't do for it. You know what I mean? Get them right. But yeah, I think we win this game. I just don't see where the Chiefs, without Xavier Worthy, without Rasheed Rice, without a ring game, beat my team.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I really don't. It's kind of similar to the Super Bowl matchup in a way. I mean, going into that, it was like, yeah, we can stop the run game if their receivers. I mean, they had Xavier Worthy then, but even then, it was like, if these guys can't get off on this, then it's game over. So I even more now, I feel the same way without Xavier Worthy playing. Like, if Hollywood Brown has to beat me, I'm cool with that. him and Juju Smith-Schuster beat me any day of the week.
And washed up Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Yeah, and if we're able to get I mean, like you said, I mean, Ladd McConkey's cool. Quentin Johnston, it's not AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. If they can get open like that, it's gonna get ugly quick. But yeah, no, I think we take care of business.
If you let Jalen listen, if you let Jalen Hurts have another Super Bowl type performance against you, woo,
That'd be tough. Hot take though. If we beat the will out of them again, imagine if they like just don't make the playoffs.
Oh my, don't say that.
I mean, you know how hard it is making the playoffs starting 0-2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right,
we'll see.
All right, 5th game here, Monday night, 7 p.m. First of a doubleheader. I hate Monday night doubleheaders, but here we are. Week 2, Tampa Bay started off 1-0, going into Houston, the 0-1 Texans. Baker Mayfield, Week 1. 206 total yards, 3 touchdowns, 99 passer rating. Will Anderson Jr., because C.J. Stroud played like ass. 4 tackles, 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss. Reason why I highlighted him is because I remember a couple weeks ago we talked about how Will Anderson Jr. might be in the running for DPOI or even breakout player on defense. And he had a good start to his season with a sack of 3 TFLs. He also had 9 pressures too, which is a lot. But yeah, he played really, really well. Tampa is Houston is favored -2.5. I like Tampa Bay here. I just think that they're the better football team. I think Houston's going to have some of the same woes they had last season. I'm not really sure what we're going to get out of C.J. Stroud and the Texans moving on this year. I think they will be better than what they were last week. I think they'll be probably the winner of their division. But as of right now, I think Baker's coming off of a high. He didn't necessarily play that great in Week 1. Not a great completion percentage, but I like their receiving core. I like their defense. I like a lot of what Tampa Bay has to offer. These are the type of games that Tampa Bay has been proven to win over the last few years since they picked up Baker. And I like them to win this game pretty comfortably. Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I mean, that offensive line is just really the question mark there for Houston.
Yep.
In Houston, again, they're also a team. I mean, Bucky Irving is nice, but
yeah,
they don't have like a prolific run game.
I would consider Bucky Irving a prolific run game. He's not the biggest name, but I mean, last 20 games of his career, he's been dominating.
He's been hooping. I'll go with Tampa Bay here, plus 3.
Yeah.
I can see this game going either way.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because, like, I'm still a fan of that Houston defense, but again, if you can't get anything going on offense, there's only so much that you can do. And Tampa has, I feel like they probably have more firepower in one of those kind of games, to get stuff going than Houston does.
Yeah,
but I mean, we'll see. I'll go Tampa here.
Yep. What you got?
Bing bong. Here it is. I told you I was gonna call one.
Houston.
I'm gonna call one team that everybody think gonna lose. Call it. The Texans will get a win against the Bucks. Nico Collins will have a breakout. Give me the spread, whatever the spread is. If you want to boost it up a little bit, listen. The one thing Baker didn't have to see last week was a prolific defense. I will say this: the Texans, they're gonna bring it. They're gonna come with that defense. And I don't think the Bucks have a crazy pass rush like the Rams do. So I think that offensive line is gonna be able to hold up against what they have. Yeah, you're gonna get a few pressures from Vita Vea here and there. You know what I mean? You're gonna see a little bit, but Nobody on that defensive line scares me for the Bucks. I think Nico Collins, I think Jaden Higgins, I think those guys have a breakout game this week. I don't think Nick Chubb get much better because that's one thing the Bucks do. They play with the run well. They will slow down the run, but they did let Bijan get off a little bit last week. But I don't think Chubb is Bijan right now. Now, Chubb a few years ago, maybe, but Chubb at this moment, I'm not sure. But Bill said it like 4 yards of carry last week. So if we can continue that type of stride, the game could be a little bit ugly. But I don't think it's gonna be what it was last week, man. I don't think this defensive line that they're going up against the Bucks is where the Rams is as far as pressuring the quarterback, as far as confusing, assignments and being able to get free rushes at the quarterback. They were able to do that a lot last week, even though a few times CJ Stroud was able to save himself from getting sacked by getting it off. But I don't think the Bucks are gonna do a lot of stunting. It'll be a lot of blitzing, but that's gonna give a team that likes to dump the ball off short a lot of yak yards. And CJ Stroud isn't bad against the blitz, so I'm gonna go with the Texans in this.
I like it.
I could see it. That was probably the hardest game to pick because I can see either scenario happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in my mind, it's can the Texans' offensive line hold up?
Yep.
More than can the defense make plays and wreak havoc against Baker Mayfield?
Right.
From what we saw last week, the worry is the offensive line. But like Smitty said, that defense will come and play. They got a lot of dogs on that defense. Will Anderson, CJ, Stingley.
Yep.
Al Shahir, Jalen Petrie. They got dogs. But
yeah. All right. Well, you guys want to real quick? I'll just throw out the other games and we'll just hit them all really quick and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. Cleveland at Ravens. Browns at Ravens. Ravens are favored minus 11.5. I'm going to take the Ravens to absolutely stop them.
Ravens minus 11.5.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Plus 11. Don't do it to yourself.
Hey, well, listen. I took the Browns last week and they covered.
That's a good one.
I'll take the Ravens this week.
All right, Ravens. All right. Rams at Titans. Rams on the road are favored 5.5. I'm actually going to take the Titans here to cover. Probably not win though, but they'll cover at home.
Give me the Rams to cover.
Okay.
I'll take the Rams.
All right. Not too bad. New York Giants at Dallas Cowboys. Dallas is a 5.5 point favorite. Give me the money line and the spread for New York to beat them.
Whoa, good brother. Giants didn't impress me last week, but I know that. Dang, you said we got to take the spread.
Yep, 5.5 Dallas favorite.
That's tough. I don't know if Dallas beat them
favored.
by. All right, I guess I'll take Dallas by 5.5. That's trash. I don't know how the Giants score points. That's my issue.
Yeah, I'll go Dallas.
Okay. Niners at Saints. Niners are a 3-point favorite on the road. I don't care how many people the Niners lose. They're going to beat the Saints by 3.
So do we like Mac Jones or Spencer Rattler? Spencer Rattler didn't look too bad.
I like any quarterback in Kyle Shanahan's system against the Saints.
Tough
put
one.
Ben Roethlisberger in there now as is, and I think the Niners beat them.
You put me in there? You think?
Yeah.
We would.
Nah. Pick City. Nah, that's food.
Oh, come on.
Pick City. That's Pick City.
You're gonna do your all-time quarterback like that? Hold on, is this for real?
Wait, hold
Jerry
on. What?
Jeudy to the Chiefs?
No.
Did this really happen?
Let me see.
No way.
I'm
Philly
looking.
Mike, OG, please don't tell us right now.
OG don't be playing.
I don't got nothing right now. No way he's making this. No way.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it. He's trolling.
Don't send tell us. Don't send tell us right now.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna say, my God.
Yeah. Wild. That's just unreal. All right, what do you guys got? Niners -3 or Saints?
Oh, look, he talking about, oh, I'm just kidding. Oh, man, come on, man.
Come on, don't send tell us.
Yeah, shout out.
We'll still beat them if they have Jerry Judy, but
I
definitely
don't
got
know about all
something
that.
fake.
I don't know about all
Kyle,
that.
Nah, that'd have been a Dory Jackson getting cooked again.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Jerry Judy go for $110 on fucking Adoree Jackson. Oh.
Hey, so how do y'all feel about? I just seen the Schultz report. He got AJ Brown having a big game this week.
Maybe.
Probably gonna bet on it.
I mean, it's AJ Brown. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I think
a
last
great receiver having a good game.
no, but I think last week he was recovering, and I think this week
No.
he's gonna be recovering.
Yeah, I go back to like the season opener in 22. Devontae Smith had 0 across the board, and he was fine. Like the next week,
Not
he
a target,
got,
not a catch, not nothing. Yeah, it was tough. That game was tough. And I ain't gonna lie, I crashed out on the podcast after that. All right, but what's the next game?
Yeah,
Niners,
I'll go
Niners
Saints.
-3.
I'll go Saints.
Oh, you didn't pick? You taking the Saints +3?
I'm
gonna take
taking
Saints.
Niners.
Oh, Niners Saints. That's the game we on?
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck it, I'll take the Saints.
The Saints only got Christian McCaffrey. I mean, the Niners only got Christian McCaffrey on offense and the get-along game. With Trent Williams fighting an injury, George Kittle injured, Brock Purdy injured. Spencer Rattler didn't look that bad last week.
Yeah.
Mac Jones.
Let's go, ladies.
Yeah, but, all right, give me Mac Jones and the San Francisco 49ers. But,
Kyle, don't do your all-time quarterback dirty like that. Telling me I can't get a win in a Kyle Shanahan offense.
Oh God.
Nah,
Let's
and
see.
you cook. You cook, bro. It's all right.
I might be
It's
good
good.
now, but
Yeah.
Well,
All
maybe
right.
back in the day, you know what I mean? You had a little juice left in the legs. Maybe.
All right. Patriots at Dolphins. Dolphins favored -1.5. Give me the Patriots.
how are the
Patriots.
Dolphins favored after that shit?
Because they're at home.
I can't trust the Dolphins to do shit. Patriots.
Me neither.
Yeah, but the Patriots didn't do shit either.
Yeah, but I
you let the
rely on
Colts.
the
But
Patriots.
you let the
not doing
Colts
shit.
come in and you let Daniel Jones look like he was a top 5 pick.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I'll go Patriots.
They couldn't get no pressures. They couldn't get no pass breakup. Nothing. It was just
Yeah.
like out there, and they couldn't get no offense rolling. Tua looked like
This would
Tua
be a
looked
Miami
like Fred.
game.
I don't even know. I don't even know what his name is no more. He got to earn his name
Yeah.
back. He looked bad.
I think Miami's cooked.
Let's see.
If they lose this game, I think Tyreek Hill ends up being on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, the Steelers.
Do.
Okay.
All right. Jags at Bengals. Bengals -3.5 favorite. I'm going to take the Bengals here.
I guess Joseph Burrow have a bounce back. I'll take the Bengals too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take the Bengals.
Okay. Seattle at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is -3-point favorite. Give me Pittsburgh.
Give me the bird.
I'll take Pittsburgh.
Oh, Seahawks. All right. Oh, Berg, not birds. Okay.
The Berg.
Yeah,
Got
bird. Give me the bird.
All right. Denver going into Indianapolis. Denver is a -2.5-point favorite. Give me the Broncos.
Excuse me.
That
Give me
Denver
Daniel Jones.
You guys
Yes, sir. We're there. You got it on this one. Give me Daniel Jones.
Give me an
and
upset.
Indianapolis
That's
Colts.
Daniel
crazy.
Jones.
That's
To
crazy.
stay hot.
Daniel Jones ain't never seen a defense like this, I'll tell you. All right.
You gonna stay hot.
Cam Ward seen it.
Yeah, Cam Ward seen it and had 100 yards passing and fucking 45% completion percentage.
Hey, 12 to 20.
Bo Nix ain't seen the Colts defense.
All right. Yeah. Nick Cross really scares me. Panthers at the Cardinals. Cardinals are 6.5-point favorites. Give me the Panthers at plus 6.5. I don't believe in the Cardinals. I don't believe in the Panthers much, but
Yeah, it's hard to believe in the Panthers after last week, but I was just gonna pick them, and then you jumped out in the window. So we're gonna go together on this one, I guess. I'll take the old Panthers. I don't know.
yeah, they probably still gonna lose, but I like them to cover.
That's a tough spread.
It is.
I'll take the Cardinals. Fuck it.
All right. Falcons at Vikings. Vikings are 3.5-point favorites. Falcons. Yeah.
I'll take the Falcons.
Yeah, I'll go with y'all on that.
JJ McCarthy can't be that hot again. God damn
it. Yeah, probably not.
I mean, that was a hell of a quarter.
Hell of a game.
Got that right. All right. Last one here. Chargers at the Raiders. Chargers are 3-point favorites going into Vegas.
Only 3 points?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Chargers.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. I'm on that.
It's a round robin.
Hell yeah. All right. Cool, dudes. That's the picks.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
We locked in. I'm excited, man. All right. Y'all got anything else?
You got me good, OG. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did. really. We got NBA Centel live.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How does that happen?
No
How
idea.
did you let that happen?
Everybody checking their phones right away.
We had to fact check that.
That's propaganda right there.
But I'm excited. I think for the Eagles, this is definitely a test. Super Bowl rematches are, they're always a game of interest, and I think for us at least, it's just another game on the schedule, another opportunity to get better. I think we will be better than we were last week, but we just gotta take care of business, finish our food. I want to see another 83% completion percentage game from Jalen. Get the run game going a little bit better. I think we'll be good.
Yep. All right. Well, with that, this has been the Day One Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Whether you're on a boat, bus, or plane, you can get the Day One Podcast anywhere in the world. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to 4133 to Pod. Make sure you go down to your local Sprint Mobile. Make sure you get the 4 for $100 plan. Get yourself some cheap internet so you can watch anywhere, on a plane, anywhere, wherever you're at. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you pay attention, because we're locked in all season long. But with that, I'm Kyle. That's Smitty, and that's Anthony over there. We'll see y'all later.
Peace.